Welcome to your KnollTextiles presentation on Understanding Bleach Cleanable and Antimicrobial Textiles. The questions we will be discussing today are so important. As we all figure out how to return to work and life, we all want to feel safe. Your clients need their patrons and employees to feel safe. As a trusted advisor, your clients are looking to you to guide and support them through this complicated process, but there are so many questions on how to do that. KnollTextiles has been fielding questions daily from around the country on how our fabrics can make your environment feel, well, safe. In today's discussion, we will break down this topic. First, we will look at the difference between antimicrobial and bleach cleanable fabrics. Then, we will discuss the important difference between cleaning and sanitizing. And finally, I will help you recommend and specify the correct KnollTextile fabrics for your clients' needs. So let's start with a little hopeful research. Initial studies indicate that perhaps viruses don't live as long on soft surfaces as they do on hard surfaces. ACT, the Association for Contract Textiles, has been doing its own research into this very question, but we don't have any conclusive results yet. So let's set that aside on how long a virus can live on a fabric until we do have concrete information. Instead, it is more important for us to consider how and how often the fabric will need to be cleaned based on its usage. For instance, a banquet booth in a busy dining hall will need to be cleaned frequently throughout the day, but maybe not so often a task chair that is only used by one employee. Ultimately, proper cleaning and disinfecting of fabrics and surfaces will have the greatest impact on your client's environment. We are going to start with antimicrobial, what that means and what does it really do. I'm starting here because it seems there's a little misunderstanding in the market around what antimicrobials really do for a fabric. Antimicrobial fabrics are not antiviral. They do not kill viruses and they do not kill COVID-19. KnollTextiles antimicrobials can kill or inhibit the growth of microorganisms, including bacteria, fungus, mold, or mildew. But the antimicrobial protects against odors, bacteria that will affect the fabric, as to bacteria and viruses that would infect a human. This finish is designed to protect the fabric, not a person. An antimicrobial finish may or may not be what your client or end user is really looking for, and it is important to understand your client's goals first. While there is a growing movement away from fabrics containing antimicrobial finishes due to the environmental and human impacts of chemicals, there are situations where antimicrobials are beneficial for optimum fabric performance. There may be facilities that desire the antimicrobial finish because they are concerned about the growth of an odor-causing bacteria like a spa or a health club. Facilities using indoor-outdoor fabrics may want to ensure that the fabric cannot grow mold or mildew. And wall coverings with inherently antimicrobial finishes are ideal for damp, humid environments or environments where they will be cleaned frequently. Now, if your client still wants an antimicrobial fabric, we do have options. We stock products that are inherently antimicrobial and those that have an antimicrobial treatment added before they come into our warehouse. We also offer products that are approved to receive an aftermarket antimicrobial finish, meaning the fabric is purchased and then we send it to a finisher for treatment before ultimately shipping it to you. Any fabric that is sent out for finishing can or will incur additional costs and lead times. And it is important to remember that this could affect the color and hand of the fabric. Finally, some of our antimicrobial fabrics are also bleach cleanable and vice versa. Now let's go on a brief sidebar to discuss antimicrobial finishes in a little bit more detail. You have likely heard about some of the health and environmental concerns regarding the chemicals used in antimicrobial fabrics. The reality is that these chemicals provide an antimicrobial property, so there may be some trade-off for the client when deciding what is most important to them. In offering flexibility and choice for our clients, KnollTextiles offers both fabrics that come stocked with a finish and those that have no finish applied. When considering antimicrobial fabric, the first step is to decide if antimicrobial properties are actually what is needed, which we reviewed on the previous slide. If an antimicrobial finish is desired, you can choose a fabric that is pre-stocked or one that is proved to have finish added. We offer a variety of antimicrobial finishes and options to suit our users' needs, including those that are silver ion technology or a more environmentally responsible option containing back shield, which is derived from a renewable resource that happens to have crab shells in it. There are also fiber options that are actually less attractive to the growth of microorganisms. With fabrics made from wool, polyester, polypropylene, and polyacrylic, these fiber options can offer antimicrobial properties without the added antimicrobial finish. The properties of woolen fabrics also have the benefit of being less attractive surface for bacteria. Wool is known to have antimicrobial properties, which are believed to come from the thin, naturally greasy coating of the fiber that contains fatty acids, which inhibits the growth of mold, mildew, and bacteria. Polyesters are hydrophobic, which means the yarns resist moisture. And now on to Bleach Cleanable. What is Bleach Cleanable? Bleach cleanability starts with the yarn, the material the fabric is made of. Polyester, acrylic, and nylon, which are all man-made yarns. Natural yarns are not bleach cleanable. The yarns will degrade and the color will fade. Think of your favorite cotton t-shirt ruined by bleach stains. Either solution or yarn dyed with high energy dye stuff, these man-made fibers, when exposed to bleach, will not weaken or fade, and therefore exhibit strong color fastness. There is no aftermarket finish that can be added to a fabric to make it bleach cleanable. It is inherent property to the actual yarn. There are a wide variety of fabrics that are considered bleach cleanable. Woven fabrics, coated fabrics, wall coverings, wrapped panels. So you have a lot of choice in this category. Bleach disinfects coated fabrics, which means it kills everything on the surface. Bleach sanitizes woven fabrics, which means it reduces the contamination to a safe level. A fabric that is bleach cleanable can be spot cleaned or wiped down with a combination of household bleach and water without weakening the fabric's fibers or altering the fabric's texture or color. When used properly, bleach can kill both microorganisms and viruses. Each fabric has a recommended ratio of bleach to water that will effectively, while not degrading the fabric, will work effectively while not degrading the fabric. KnollTextiles recommends bleach to water cleaning ratios of 1:4 and 1:10, which both fall within the CDC guidelines to successfully kill coronavirus. KnollTextiles offers a complete list of all bleach cleanable products on our resource page on the website. Use the advanced search feature on the KnollTextiles.com to find a full listing of bleach cleanable fabrics, and consult the bleach cleanable fabric specification doc on the resources page for more information and for the specific water to bleach ratios. Originally, the focus on this discussion was primarily on bleach cleanability in antimicrobial fabrics. However, we are also being asked if alcohol is an appropriate cleaner for fabrics. The answer is yes, but only if the fabric has been tested previously and alcohol is an approved cleaner. Alcohol can be an effective disinfectant and stain cleaner if the fabric can tolerate alcohol as a cleaner. Alcohol can have a bleaching effect on fabrics and even degrade yarns, so you must check with the manufacturer first. Depending on a fabric, you may use undiluted alcohol, but there are many that require a reduced percentage of alcohol to be effective. Finally, testing for alcohol as a cleaning agent is a standalone test. You can't say because the fabric is bleach cleanable that it can then also be cleaned with alcohol. The fabric has to be tested for this kind of cleaner. Before we talk in more detail about how to bleach clean a fabric, let's discuss the roles of cleaning and sanitizing. Cleaning, disinfecting, and sanitizing are often used synonymously, but they are not the same thing. Cleaning removes the visible foreign matter from a surface. Cleaning is removing the dirt and grime on the surface. You have to remove that dirt and grime off the face of the fabric in order to sanitize or disinfect to be able to get to the face of that fabric and let it do its work. If you don't clean first, you're only going to end up sanitizing the dirt. I often think of the following analogy. When you are baking, you need to clean off all of the flour and butter eggs from your kitchen counter before you actually sanitize it. The same applies to every surface. There is also a difference between disinfecting and sanitizing. Disinfecting, when done according with the instructions of a suitable cleaner, kills all bacteria and viruses present, when sanitizing reduces the level of bacteria and viruses present. When cleaning a fabric, a client needs to refer to the recommended ratios of alcohol, bleach, or other cleaning products to then follow directions listed on the cleaning product. This is where you will find a dwell time for the cleaner. Dwell time means how long a product needs to stay on the surface in order for it to effectively sanitize or disinfect the surface. Finally, as people are tempted to throw the kitchen sink at the problem, they must be very careful not to combine chemicals inappropriately. Combining the wrong chemicals can cause a toxic and sometimes deadly gases. We need to make sure to be careful not to mix bleach and alcohol and bleach and ammonium. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you will also find that I have posted kind of a really quick guide to kind of, the steps for cleaning. But we're going to quickly go over these specific steps to follow when you're actually bleach cleaning fabric. This is an excerpt from the KnollTextiles FAQ Bleach Cleanable versus Antimicrobial document that is on our website. But this process really emphasizes the proper cleaning and sanitizing protocol for all KnollTextiles bleach cleanable fabrics. Following proper cleaning protocol is really the key to the success of battling microorganisms and viruses on fabrics. Again, bleach cleaning means a diluted bleach solution of bleach and water, and you have to refer to the ratio required for each bleach cleanable fabric. Step 2 goes right back into what we were just discussing. You have to clean off the dirt and grime before you can actually sanitize the surface. Step 3, now the fabric is clean, you can proceed with the sanitizing or disinfecting of the fabric with the bleach solution. No disinfectant can kill a microorganism or a virus immediately on contact. So remember that each cleaning time or each cleaning product will have a specific dwell time that must be required to effectively sanitize. And finally, and this is where people often walk away too soon, the solution must be wiped off with a clean water and cloth in order to protect the fabric. A great analogy of this is to think of your own skin. When we wear sunscreen, we have to wash it off at the end of the day. If you don't, you just wake up and you keep applying it over and over and over again. Your skin will start to rebel. Fabric is just like that. You have to wipe off the cleaner in order for it not to build up over time. The buildup will eventually break down the fibrous materials and can reduce the efficacy of the sanitizing efforts. So how to identify your client's needs? First, start with determining if your client needs antimicrobial fabrics or bleach cleanable fabrics. I'm hearing a lot of discussion around antimicrobial fabrics because people have the expectation that antimicrobial fabrics can kill viruses. If that is what your client wants to accomplish, then they don't need antimicrobial. It would be better served with a bleach cleanable fabric. KnollTextiles clearly labels all bleach cleanable fabrics on the back of the tags, the binder cards, and on our website. KnollTextiles also has a complete listing of all the fabrics that are stocked with an antimicrobial finish. And finally, KnollTextiles can also coordinate adding an antimicrobial finish to your fabrics. Confirm with your rep if the fabric is approved for an aftermarket finish. You will have two choices, Ulta Antimicrobial and Nanotex Antimicrobial. Simply write that into your spec or purchase order and add these finishes to the fabric. KnollTextiles will coordinate the finishing for you. Just to kind of quickly review some of our online sources to support your fabric and material research. We continue to update these documents as more information and testing results become available. So please refer to the documents on our website. First, you can find an FAQ sheet on bleach, cleanable, and antimicrobial fabrics. You can find a full listing of antimicrobial fabrics that will know if it's inherent or if it's an applied finish and what kind of antimicrobial protection they will provide. And then finally, we have a full list of KnollTextile bleach cleanable fabrics. And a really great tool on our website is if you just go under our advanced search, you can click the bleach cleanable or antimicrobial or both, and then it'll pop up or populate all of the options available to you. And before I close this presentation, I just want to highlight that we just launched a brand new collection, the Destination Collection. It was very timely in the fact that it is all bleach cleanable. It's got type 2 vinyls, we've got a new privacy curtain, some indoor-outdoor options, and bleach cleanable upholstery. So I have sampling. If you're interested in looking more into that, reach out or look on our website. I'm so happy that you guys all joined me today. If you have any questions or if new questions from your clients arise, please reach out and we will help you kind of navigate the, what's out there, what do we know, what don't we know, and find solutions for you. So thank you. I miss you all. Have a great day.